So T, I gained a little weight, because I signed my deal when I was 21, when I had just turned 21. Actually, I wasn't even 21 yet. I was 20, about to be 21, when I signed my deal. And I was just having money and like living a whole new life, eating out. Y'all know I'm a foodie, so now I have the funds to like feed this foodie in me and stuff. So I gained a little weight, and everybody on the internet was calling me bad body and stuff. So I feel like that played a role. I started being a little insecure about my body, I guess. And yeah, people were saying
I thought a BBL was going to change my life. In my previous videos, there are comments circling around about the reasons why I regret my BBL. And one of the reasons why is because I thought that I was going to be making more money. Now, everybody has their speculations about why I said that. Now, in my mind, what I'm thinking is, when I got it done, I thought that the opportunities... Hold on, let me just think about what I'm going to say because it's going to sound bad. Hold on. I am a service provider. Let's start there. I run a business. I'm always in the front street, whether I want to be or not, right? And I felt like I had to look a certain way in order for me to gain the clientele that I wanted to gain, just make more sales, stuff like that. I also used to sell clothing. Now, when I was selling clothing, I wanted to make sure that when I was modeling these clothes, I looked how I wanted to look in them. So ultimately, I feel like people are trying to emphasize like, oh, why would you think that unless you're in nightlife or you thought a man was gonna, scoop you up, baby? It's never been about a man, okay? And it's never been about nightlife. And I'm not opposed to it, but in my mind, I was thinking that, body looks correct, more money for me and my business. So, I think that's one of the main reasons why I felt like the BBL was going to change my life. Now, did it? I feel like it helped. I just struggle with consistency personally. So that's why, but I think it helped. I mean, I regret it for other reasons, but that specific one, I'm going to need y'all to stop speculating.
So I have not been telling anybody, but girl, I'm getting surgery done. And I feel like I didn't want to say nothing to nobody because I just felt like I didn't want to put it out there yet because so many people have so many different opinions. But I'm actually getting a BBL again. I'm getting my round 2. I got my round 1 7 years ago. And honestly, I just felt like it was time. The entire process, I posted on YouTube. So by the time y'all see it, it's like everything is up. I mean, well, parts are up because I did a part. I'm going to probably do it like a part 1 through 5. Or a month ago or 2 ago, because I was like, hey, y'all got any ideas on doctors? It's like, you got to do what's best for you. You got to do what makes you happy. You can't think about nobody else. Like, at the end of the day, what I want is what I want. And I have to do it when I'm comfortable, and I have to share it when I'm comfortable. So whatever you want to do, get it done. Don't let nobody hold you back. You're going to have people that tell you don't do it. You're going to have people that say, oh, I don't need none of your funky ass opinions. Let me tell you something. I kept it so discreet. I've only probably told maybe 4 people in my life. 4. And that's because when I did say it to one person, they was like, oh my God, don't do that. Your butt is, everything is not going to match. Your butt is already too big. Hang up on you. Not in the mood. Then I said something, but I told them I was thinking about it. I didn't say I was. And then I told somebody else, and they was just like, your body's already T. You don't need it. Like, you just be doing, hang up on you. Not in the mood. So I was like, you know what? It's fine. I'm just going to keep it to myself. And I didn't want it to be like a big secret, but I just felt like I need positive energy. Like, nobody telling me anything is going to change my mind. I just need you to support what I'm doing and to really just be a good friend or family member. But it's like, okay, you don't want to be one. I'm going to force you to be one because I'm just not going to tell you anything. You're just not going to know. And I just think that when people are doing something that they want to do, I think that people should always have a supportive energy and just give them that lift up. Because most of the time when somebody says something to you, they already got their mind made to do it. So all that blah, blah, rah, rah ain't gonna work. Like, it ain't gonna work. But I felt like I wanted to get super intimate. I wanted to share a lot of details. This is my second round compared to my first round. It's totally different. My first round, I got it done in Miami. My second round, I'm going out the country. So I did my research and I searched. And
And another thing, while I'm in front of this camera, I don't know what the hell I was thinking when I got a BBL at 18 years old. And on top of getting a BBL, because the results were amazing, it looked perfect. I just got like a little skinny BBL. But of course, I gained weight, didn't take care of it, blew up. I think my largest, I was 215 pounds. I'm now 163 pounds, and I plan to get even leaner because the attention I get from this booty is disgusting. It feels so perverted. It feels so creepy. I just don't like it. And then the attention is just from the wrong type of men. Like, babe, you do not stand a chance. And it's so funny to me how I would say the lowest achieving men just have all the audacity in the world. And it's like, babe, you know that you do not stand a chance. But okay. Yeah, the attention is just disgusting. Like, it feels really nasty and it just feels perverted. So I work on myself really hard to just slim down. But I don't know, the body just keeps getting more and more tea. So I may be doing the opposite of what I think that I'm doing.
All right, man. Let's talk about women who get BBLs, get body work done. It's wild, and they gonna lie. I did it for myself, or it'd be guys that be in relationships and their girls get BBWs, high money, or BBLs, high money, and all that. Hit the link in the description, join the Patreon, and you can talk about the insecurities that one have about their bodies. And the one thing about it is, especially in a relationship, the validation of their boyfriend or their husband isn't good enough. Right. But and I'm not really here to talk about the logistics of going to get the BBL and all that stuff, the upkeep, maintenance. But the thing about it is this: when women go do BBLs, you got to understand they do it to be hoes. That's just what it is. They do it to be hoes. Unless they have a body deformity, they do it to be hoes. They do it to put that pussycat in the game. That's all it is. They do it the trick. They do it even the trick to sell more coochie as strippers, OnlyFans, unofficial prostitutes, or they trick to be sugar babies, or they trick to go find a rich man. That's all they do it for. They do it to trick. Whether it's trick to find a rich husband, trick to find a sugar daddy, trick to sell the coochie or that's what they do it for. They do it to trick. And what women really don't understand is that, most guys don't want to wife a girl with a BBL, but also if you just work on your personality, if you go to the gym, get in a little bit of shape, if you feel like that's the problem, more guys got more respect for women who build their ass in the gym. And women to say, oh, you can't do it. You ain't even tried it. And that's the whole thing with Ozempic. People don't even understand. People with the internet think you can get rich quick, or you can, I can lose weight quick. It ain't even the type of weight you want. Now, allegedly, they're reporting that Ozempic is now breaking bones. Do y'all not see the play? Y'all was talking about not taking the jab, but y'all go take this Ozempic because you too lazy to go put the work in. And it comes with a price, and the price is usually some attack on your life. You know what I'm saying? When you go get this body work done, you willing to risk your life for an ass, for a tummy tuck, for titties? For what? For what? When if you really looking to get a husband, all you got to do is just be a better bitch. All you got to do is be able to communicate, be nice, be more inviting, stop having the resting bitch face, listen to what the man want, do what the man say what he want. And you gonna win. Reciprocate some energy. Sometimes it's just acting like you was gonna do it. Sometimes if y'all go out to eat and you say, I got it this time, bro, that dude gonna pay you back in tenfold. Even more than that. But instead of women listening to what men want in they head, they just gonna think what they think men want. And men don't want your BBL. No. Oh, it's about the ass, and man. And but then y'all look at the women that be married, and there was a woman who had a video was like, yeah, these women be married, and I look better than them. And y'all still caught up on the looks. That's one thing. That's women's curse. That's women's curse. You know what they want a taller guy for? It's not because to get the jam off the top shelf, or it's because how it looks. That's the problem with them. It's not what it is. It's not it's not the substance to them. It's how it look. Women are all outside how it look. They don't put makeup on their personality. They don't get a fucking wig for they potty mouth. They don't get a wonder bra or a push up bra for their narcissism. And instead of working on those things, working on the self, find out what your purpose is as a woman, find out what make you happy. And if you don't like your body, going to build that body. And people don't understand bodybuilding or body sculpting or working out. Everybody just look at the aesthetic of it. And once again, that's what women like. Women like looking at the aesthetics. It's just how it look. It's like they buy a 2026 Porsche Cayenne if they still make them. Oh, it look good, but you start driving it and it drive like a lemon. That's them. But instead of the one thing about getting into the gym, it builds mental fortitude. It builds confidence. It builds your toughness. It builds your character. It lets you know that anything is possible. You can do anything you put your mind to. You feel better. When you first start working out, you feel tired. It feels drained, but about an hour, put a protein shake in, you catch your breath too. You feel like a totally different person. You breathe different. You act different. You ain't as wound up. You're not as tight. You're not as agitated. You're not as irritated. You're not as mean. You know what I'm saying? So people don't really understand. And how can you guys do it? Because and people just go for a week or they go for a day and they don't keep going. It's like when I talk to people about watching TV or watching movies. Well, I watched 10 minutes of it and it was boring. You got to keep watching it. Like you got to keep going. I listened to the first two songs of his album. It was you start hearing songs off the album, go to the radio, half the singles on the album on the radio, and you talking, damn, I ain't hear nothing yet because you didn't keep going. You didn't keep fucking going. Too many times these people don't keep going. But they'd rather risk their life, getting on the table, getting cut open on the table. They'd rather risk their life on that, getting to, going to do it for the cheap. And then at the end of the day, you still a miserable bitch. You still don't got the husband that you want. You still don't got the life that you want. People laughing at you because your BBL is sloppy. Women just people think the world sees them on the outside. But as they get to know you on the inside, that's why you only get dick. That's why guys only want you over to get hit. This is why guys don't want to be seen with you. It's because you're ugly on the inside. And if women start listening to men with clarity and objectivity, most of these women would be happily fucking married because it's not hard. You listen to what somebody else want, and if it's within reason, it's not hard to wake up every day and cook somebody 3 meals. It's really not. You can meal prep that shit. It's not hard for you to go and see if your husband and this is some stuff he ain't even asked for. If you don't like the drawers holy, go buy him some more drawers. It ain't hard to say, man, I'm washing my clothes and I'm itching you to figure out, hey, you shouldn't be using this detergent. You need to use this detergent. You know what I'm saying? It ain't hard if the motherfucker got, his nails is all uneven and you just sit there and file his nails. See, everything y'all say, is slavery. But if a man is taking care of you and he putting his life on the line to protect you, you can't find that nowhere else. And y'all hoes can sit there and lie. When y'all be in your apartment by yourself and the tree hit the window, y'all bitches be ready to have a heart attack. Stop lying about that shit, man. Y'all always put the emphasis on the money, but it's the protection that y'all really tripping on. The financial protection. Don't do that. If you do this, you do it. And so many times you be with women and you say, don't do that. And they do that. And they want you to bail them out. Fuck no, ho. Figure it out. I told you not to do that shit. And they don't want to listen. They want to be Honorary, they want to do what they be stubborn and do what the hell they want to do. But if y'all just listen, guys ain't asking you to do half the shit they doing for you. Whether it's cook, clean, learn me. When I come in to work, I don't want to talk about nothing. I just want to go sit down, relax, decompress. Hour or two, I'm going to come holler at you, get the rundown for you. Learn a man. Y'all want to make it difficult on guys and think, oh, because I got a fat man, yo, pussy ain't going to keep no nigga, man. It ain't. It ain't. Head might keep you around, but then you ain't going to get that ring. And you still can low-key be the narcissist that you are. Honestly, you still can. But all you got to do is listen to what your man say. He ain't asking for 50% of the shit you asking him to do. He ain't asking for your life. He ain't asking to break your back. A lot of times they ain't even ask you to break a sweat. And he gonna help you with your task when you won't help him with his task. And that's another thing. A lot of women need to help men with the task. He about to pay the rent. Okay, one time, why don't you pay the mortgage this month? Hey, babe, I already did it. Don't even worry about it. You know, pay the month there or to go buy yourself something like every blue moon. That ain't shit. His car, you know, you might go gas up his car in the middle of the night. That ain't shit. Just that small gesture, you might wake up and get a fucking bag the next morning or the next week. You might wake up and get a, you know, you might pay for y'all a girls trip or something like that. Men just want to know that y'all care just a smidgen. But hit the link in the description, join the Patreon. Peace.
Women didn't do nothing for themselves before, right? Everything was to kind of like, you know, be desirable. So it's like all of a sudden now women are getting surgery for themselves. No, they're not. Yourself ain't looking at your fat ass. Yourself can't see your fat ass other than in a picture and in the mirror. You're getting surgery because you want attention from a certain type of man. You're not getting surgery because you want to look at yourself with a fat ass or because you're insecure with your body. Good. Because if your body shape became in style tomorrow, you would do everything you can to revert back. If boxy girls, if up and down straight slim girls, if hips was not hot, y'all are getting your hips removed. So it's like, stop acting like you're doing it for yourself. You're not doing that for yourself. And now there are times where you have a baby and things drop or things pop and you want to put it back. We're not talking about you. That's different. But the majority of y'all, especially you 19-year-olds that didn't even get a chance to get hips and 20-year-olds that didn't even get the chance to get it, y'all are doing it because you want validation from a certain type of guy. You see the girls that are winning and the ones that are getting the Bentleys and the Maybachs, and you want to be like them. So you're trying to get your ass fat and you're trying to get them titties big. And it's just not.
But they don't promote how many girls that get that change with their body and then they don't live that life.
And like, they gonna eat me up for this and I'm okay with that. But it's just like, love yourself. Give yourself a chance. Did you go to the gym for a year? Did you lock in with your diet for a year? Right. Did you meditate? Did you massage your body in the way you wanted it to go? Because you can really grow from a massage. Like arm fat. You do this every single day and you put your lotion on to certain motions and you can contour your neck. It's like nobody tried the natural thing.
I do see a lot of fake bodies at the gym now. So I feel like women got to take into consideration, if you big, it ain't nothing wrong being big. No. But if you big and you want to lose weight, just go to the gym because they get their surgeries now and then a year later they get big. And then you just at the gym now you with a big ass booty that's not matching your legs. You still got to work out.
And you're going to be more tired because you even more heavy because, you know what I'm saying?
Like, I love everybody. Let's be mindful of.
No, I don't have nothing wrong with big people. If you're happy or you're big, that's fine. But if you're secretly getting surgeries and you're doing everything but being healthy, what happens when gravity hits? What happens when that pool comes a little bit down and them titties fall again? You gonna do it again? Imagine if you took that $10,000 and you started your brand up and you put that LLC together.
But to counter what you're saying, a lot of women look at it as an investment, you know, because they use it
because they want to get a rich nigga. That's not an investment. Because you know why it's not an investment? Let me tell you why it's not an investment. Because you're going to get that rich nigga and then he's going to get tired of you because now it's a battered 19-year-old that it's somebody turn 18 every day. So it's now she's 18 and she look like that regular. And now I'm replacing you and now you're back to square one because you're 36 years old and you thought that your body was an investment and you're left with nothing. So you're back to square zero.